Good morning. Today we are avoiding our Goggles X warranty. I got this idea from Yeet for Speed Underground on printables. I love his concept, and honestly his turned out a lot better than mine did, but I just wanted a couple things different than what he did. I wanted my omnidirectional antennas to be on top rather than on the bottom like he had his. And I also optimized the print to be a little bit stronger. If you have a decent printer, you can get away with his design. I have an 8-year-old Ender 3, which struggles with anything except PLA, so I had to make some changes to it. If I printed the locking tab standing up, it would probably break because the layers don't have much surface area. If I print them laying down, the layers are much wider and sturdier, which would make them stronger. I split Mr. Yeet for Speed's design into the main eye cover and the tab, and glued them together after the print was done. Adding on a few layers of paint, and you are left with a sturdy eye cover. These patch antennas that I got are from True RC. These were built for HD0. I removed the OEM antenna connector by desoldering it, then clipped my own antenna with a male UFL connector to length and soldered it in place. These cables have two conductors, one in the middle of the cable and then one on the outside, which is connected to ground. The middle cable here is what carries the signal. What we're trying to do is expose both of these cables without allowing them to touch, and these will be soldered onto the patch antennas. The bottom Omni antennas use the second and fourth ports, so these are the ports that we'll be using for the patch antennas. The last bit of electronic work is to isolate the dangling antenna cables from the bottom Omnis. I didn't pull them out because the antenna ports are glued in place, and I didn't want to risk damaging the goggles by force or chemicals. I want to design some covers for the bottom Omnis. Of course, we're not using them, so I pulled them off. The only thing left to do is to test them out to make sure I didn't break anything. If I was to redo this project, the first thing I would do is use thinner antenna cables. The thinner ones would be a little bit easier to get into place. A more proper thing to do would be to get rid of the bottom antenna connectors altogether. They look a little ugly. It adds a little bit of bulk to the goggles, but again, I just didn't want to deal with the glue. I would also use a better printer. I'm sure you noticed how ugly these caps are. There's a lot of rough edges. Also using a material other than PLA would go a long way and add longevity to the build. PLA warps in sunlight, and it's not intended to last. Overall, I'm very happy with this build. I'm going to do a range test in the future that's not over a lake. I think for my next project, I'll be doing an analog receiver that replaces the top cover. Like and subscribe so I can buy myself a better printer.